What's going on, everyone? LA Sports back with another video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the New York Giants offensive line and why I think Dave Gettleman loves the offensive line and isn't prioritizing the offensive line in terms of the draft. I'm going to get into some of the quotes he's come out with in the offseason. And I'm also going to talk about who I think could play the offensive line at each position for us this season. But as always, guys, please like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Let's get right into the video. All right, guys, so Dave Gettleman has come out and said that at some point you have to let the young kids play. He says that all the time, and he has a very, very young offensive line. He has a guy coming into his second year in Andrew Thomas, the 4th overall pick, of course. Got Shane Lemieux, Nick Gates, Matt Parrott, and he's very high on these guys, and I think he feels like an extra year of these guys playing together is really going to help them out. And I'm all for that, and I really am a believer that the longer guys play with each other, the more experience they get, the better they are. But one of the quotes he said about Matt Parrott in specific is, when he played fine. He played pretty damn well. At some point in time, you've got to let the young kids play. Listen, every player was a rookie at some point, or a young player at some point. At some point in time, you have to have confidence in who's on your club, and you have to put him in there and let him play. This makes me think, and I'm going to have another video shortly after this one on why my thoughts on the wide receiver and what Dave Gettleman and the Giants are going to do at 11. But comments like this makes me believe that at number 11, he's not going to go offensive line. Now, there's an issue at the guard spot. There's an issue throughout the whole offensive line. But I think at the tackle position, I think Dave Gettleman seems pretty happy with what he has. Of course, he has Andrew Thomas at left tackle. He could put a guy like Will Hernandez at the left guard. Nick Gates at center. Now, you had Kevin Zeitler at the right guard. You kind of need a guy to replace him, and that's why I've been so high on a guy like Wyatt Davis. He could play there. I like Elijah Vera Tucker, but it is a reach at 11. So if Gettleman trades back, Elijah Vera Tucker, who's very versatile, becomes a possibility there. But I think you need to, in the second round, a guy like Wyatt Davis is good for the right guard, and then Matt Parrott at the right tackle. I think that's a pretty good, flexible, young offensive line. And then you have guys like Nate Solder, who could be a backup tackle and get some snaps. Of course, Shane Lemieux is young. Cameron Fleming is gone, obviously. So there's a few guys that could fit in for the Giants, and I expect them to take one, maybe even two offensive linemen in this draft. And I think one may be to start at right guard, and the other may be just a backup / rotating guy. But through all these comments, I think Dave Gettleman's happy with the offensive line. I think he believes in the guys he's drafted. And I think going into the season, we're going to see a very similar offensive line. Expect some changes at the guard spots, but don't be surprised if Andrew Thomas is the left tackle, Nick Gates is the center, and Matt Parrott is the right tackle. That's all I got in this video, guys. Please let me know down below in the comment section what you think about the offensive line. What do you think the Giants are going to do in the first round? Do you think that they're going to draft an offensive lineman? Or do you think that they're going to do what I want them to do, take a guy like Wyatt Davis to play right guard in the second round? Let me know your thoughts on the offensive line down below in the comment section. And let me know what you think Dave Gettleman's mindset and approach is going into the season. And as always, please like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. We'll see you guys in the next video.